misconceptions that people have when it comes to healthy eating for weight loss. These 3 misconceptions are keeping people in a position where they're not motivated to change their lifestyle to improve their health, whether, to improve their diabetic condition or high blood pressure or other issues that are going on. And these 3 misconceptions would actually be the very things that motivate you to start making some simple changes. So what are the 3 misconceptions that people have when it comes to healthy eating for weight loss and just in general? Well, I'll share that in a quick second. But by the way, I'm Dr. Toby, physical therapist for Rehab Mobile, and welcome to our channel. At this channel, we help you to stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. So you can feel free to subscribe to our channel. That way you can stay up to date on all the videos that we make to help you gain confidence in making life-sustaining, transforming decisions. So let's jump right into it. 3 misconceptions that people have when it comes to healthy eating is number 1, the misconception that they have is that healthy eating has to be bland. So most people have been told, oh wow, you have to decrease your salt intake because you have high blood pressure, or stop eating too much sugar, or all of these different things. And while that is true, the thing is that most people have never actually been precise with what measurements of salt, sugars, and things they are allowed to eat that are still within the parameters of healthy eating. And this is a big mistake. The misconception is that we have this assumption that when you start to eat healthy, your food is going to taste nasty or bland. And for so many people, they've tried different diet plans where that was the case. They weren't educated on the precise measurements of what kind of ingredients they should be adding to their foods that are optimal for their health, but also still enjoyable for their mind. And this is very critical. So one of the biggest things that I recommend for people, for example, for people who have high blood pressure, it's very important that you begin to explore some of the non-sodium or salt-based seasonings. This can bring out the delicious taste of your food just by having seasoning that is not salt-based or sodium-based. And there are so many seasonings like this. So you can still begin to enjoy salty tasting food that doesn't have salt, which is going to affect your blood pressure and blood vessels negatively, or your heart negatively. The same also applies for sugar. So most of the time people are like, well, I eat too many carbs and things like that. But the issue is not necessarily carbs, it's the quality of the carbs you're eating. So eating more complex carbs like brown rice, quinoa, eating things like vegetables, which is technically a carb, eating those types of things are going to be very beneficial. But also fruit has sugar in it, but eating certain fruits are going to do better for your health than worse. And so this becomes very important. Becoming precise with your nutrition is very critical, and that's the second misconception. The second misconception is that, well, I just eat things that don't have, sugar or salt, and completely trying to eliminate that is not the best idea. Let's use salt, for example. The average American, or the recommended amount for Americans in terms of our salt intake, is 2,300 milligrams, but the average American eats about 3,200 milligrams. So most people who have higher blood pressure, or have high blood pressure, or are pre-hypertensive, right? They're probably at a threshold of salt and sodium intake that's really high. And it's recommended to bring it down to 2,300. But most people, because they're not precise with how much they're eating, they just begin to feel like, well, my doctor said I should eliminate salt from my diet. They try to eliminate it, and it becomes a very big challenge for them because they're not enjoying their food. And you're not going to sustain something that you don't enjoy. So those are some of the biggest factors to keep in mind. And the third misconception that's very important to get out of the way is portion size is very critical. And this is in tandem with the second misconception. The second misconception being that you have to just eliminate salt and sugar completely, right? You want to focus on the portion size of your food, which is going to help you to not only lose weight, but to be able to eat the things that you enjoy and still be able to make progress, right? So focus on portion size, because that is going to be the best thing that's going to help you psychologically. Most people don't realize that what they're battling with is not just their body weight. What they're battling with is their mind and their psychology, meaning your body is actually addicted to the pleasure of certain foods that you eat, because when you eat certain foods that are gratifying, it releases chemicals like dopamine into your body, which make you feel like you really, really need that food. And so it's a mind over matter thing. But one of the things that's going to help you to manage that transition is controlling your portion size and having precise measurements, right? And so one of the things that we are actually doing to help people with this, in terms of becoming clear on what exactly is the portion size they should be eating, discovering the right kind of seasonings and sugary foods that they can enjoy that will help them in their nutrition journey, that is going to be optimal for their health, and also being able to have a clear understanding of what's overboard in terms of the amount of food that they're eating. We're doing the 10K challenge. And in the 10K challenge, we're challenging people to get 10,000 steps every day. This is a simple way for people to become very active in a sustainable way that helps them to lose weight, but also to be educated in a stress and pressure-free zone. So you don't even have to do the challenge to join the group. And you'll see the link in the description for this. Join the group, and this is going to be a great way for you to get educated, get your questions answered, and be able to start being inspired and motivated in a way that's going to be long-term and can help you to be consistent. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Like it and share it with somebody that you love and care about, and subscribe to our channel for more helpful information. I'm Dr. Toby, and this is Rehab Mobile. We help you to stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. And I'll see you in the next video.